From hit and runs to stolen necklaces, this is the story of Dutch winger Quincy Promes, currently exiled in Dubai, fighting a jail sentence for cocaine smuggling and stabbing his cousin. Let's dive in. Quincy was born in Amsterdam to Afro-Surinamese parents. His father was a professional footballer in Suriname, but played amateur football in Netherlands. Quincy would go on to play football in the morning, afternoon and evening, all day every day. Our story begins in 2017, when Dutch bad boy Quincy Promes fires Spartak Moscow to the title. He's named Russia's Footballer of the Year, gets a £15 million move to Ajax and records a rap track with Memphis Depay.
Media wil me in de sloot alsof ik Joran Heen speelde. De sterren van de hemel tot ze zaten in mijn rave. Doe je mask off, doe je mask on. I just begun.
But it's all about to come crashing down. When Quincy learns his cousin stole a €3,000 necklace from his aunt, he flies into a rage. At a family barbecue, he grabs a knife and repeatedly stabs his cousin in the thigh. His frenzy only finishes when his own father jumps in front of him and begs him to stop. Later that day, Promes phones his dad and screams, "Why did you jump in front of him? You saved his life. I would have killed him." And he adds, "My loyalty is to my aunt. Whoever steals from her, I will kill." But he doesn't realize police are recording the calls. A few months later, he's arrested over the stabbing. But as criminal charges loom, he makes a surprise move back to Spartak Moscow. Conveniently, Russia doesn't have an extradition treaty with the Netherlands. Dutch gaffer Frank de Boer doesn't mind picking the stabby striker, and Quincy wins his 50th cap for the Netherlands in €2,020. Shortly after, he's formally charged with attempted murder of his cousin. And things are about to get worse, much worse. Turns out police were tapping Promes' phone for a reason. He's wanted for drug trafficking. They catch Quincy and his accomplice smuggling 1,363 kilograms of cocaine by boat and disguising the drugs as sea salt. The cops seize the £65 million stash and charge the striker. Quincy gets a total of 7 years jail time for stabbing his cousin and smuggling the coke. But he doesn't care. He's safely holed up in Russia, where he's untouchable and banging them in for Spartak. All he has to do is stay out of trouble. So when Promes heads to Dubai for a training camp in February, his lawyer has some simple advice. Don't get arrested. But since when did Quincy listen to lawyers? Within days, he's arrested at Dubai's airport trying to flee the country after a hit-and-run incident. Spartak Moscow rip up his contract, and Quincy is banged up in the notorious AIR prison. He is forced to share a freezing cell with 25 others, while the rest of the prison boils in the desert heat, and the Netherlands demand he's deported home to serve his jail sentence. But he doesn't stay locked up for long. According to local press, Russian authorities intervened at a high level to secure his release on bail. And the Kremlin aren't the only ones fighting in his corner. International teammate Memphis Depay comes out in support of Quincy. "You don't know the Quincy Promes I know," he says. Stuck in the UAE while he fights extradition to the Netherlands, Quincy signs for second-tier side Dubai United, and last week he popped up in a corporate seven-a-side tournament, playing up front for an office rental firm. He finished top scorer.